All right, coming up next, we get to this welterweight bout between Tyron Woodley and Stephen Thompson. All right, so here's the accomplished, decorated kickboxer Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Twice he has challenged for UFC gold, came up short against Tyron Woodley, but at any given time, DC, this man is one win away from another shot at the goal.
Yes, because he can put on those types of performances where the fans and everybody starts screaming, wait, what about Wonderboy? What about Wonderboy? And it does not seem as though Stephen Thompson has you in danger, but every time you're in there with him, you're constantly under duress because one mistake can be the end of your night. You watch Wonderboy slide out of position very, very subtly as guys trying to attack him. And the moment you're out of position, Stephen is countering and finishing the fight. A phenomenal striker, a great fighter is the Wonderboy.
And a true martial artist who, not unlike yourself, is giving back to the sport, runs the children's karate program at Upstate Karate there in Simpsonville, South Carolina. And they are all watching their man here tonight as he tries to produce on the biggest of stages. All right, so here's the former University of Missouri wrestler, one Tyron Woodley. First realized the UFC belt back in 2016, and this is a guy who poses a lot of different threats for this UFC welterweight division.
He's a problem. He's a guy that's very tough to prepare for because he has a great wrestling background, but he has this athleticism and this ability to put your lights out with that big right hand that you cannot even focus too much on stopping takedowns. Tyron Woodley is truly one of the best welterweights in the world and one of the best fighters the UFC has ever seen.
Two-time NCAA Division I All-American back in 2003 and 2005, and he certainly carved out a nice niche in MMA. Tyron Woodley ready to add to his legacy here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Thompson is 37, Woodley is 38. Thompson is 3 inches taller. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, a referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a karate fighter, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 5 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds, fighting out of Simpsonville, South Carolina, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 19 wins, 7 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds, fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, USA, Tyron, the Chosen One, Woodley.
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch left, do it now, go back to your corner.
The fighters touch him up. All right, here we go, third meeting between these two elite welterweights, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, Tyron Woodley. You've talked a lot about rematches and how hard they are to prepare for. These guys have already spent nearly an hour together inside the operation.
Yes, they have spent an hour and still feel as though there are a lot of questions that need to be answered. How and who is going to be the teacher tonight? Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
All right, so there it is, the early takedown. He told everyone here during fight week within earshot that he was going to try to wrestle, try to get this fight to the ground, and had no problem doing so just then.
During their fight camp, they made a checklist, and they checked off the most important part of the fight, getting an early takedown.
Woodley's able to transition back to side control now. Well, there are few things more fun to watch. They're trying to get that arm underneath the chin. He might get a finish here. Getting tighter. And there it is.
He got him.
Yeah, so a quick night at the office for him here tonight. He told us he wanted to be efficient. He didn't want to waste a lot of time. He felt his opponent knew the takedown attempts would be coming, and he got the fight to the ground relatively easily, and his submission skills then took over. Big, big result for him early in round one tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. It looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 23 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Tyron, the chosen one, Woodley.
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.